Welcome back to Brew's Cheap Tech. Today we got a video on the Akaso EK5000. This is an inexpensive action cam that you can get on Amazon for about $40 to $50. It's been out for a couple years. Today we're going to review it and see how it does in video quality, audio quality, vlogging capabilities, and action capabilities. There's no point in doing stabilization tests because it has no stabilization. Also, there's no point in doing a cinematic review because it's not really made for that. So we're going to do some action sequences and see what we can get out of this little guy. So let's go ahead and jump into it with video quality. Audio quality. This is the audio test of the Akaso EK5000. Audio test 1, 2, 3. Audio test 3, 2, 1. Vlogging test. This is the vlogging test of the Akaso action camera. It does say that it has 4K, but it only records at like 15 frames per second, so that's useless. It does do 2.5K at 25 frames per second, so you could use that. Vlogging with these action cams is a little bit of give and take. You get the convenience of having a small camera, but you give up usually having stability, better quality video that you would with a mirrorless cam. But it's decent if you're just wanting to get a message across and you're not looking for too much of video quality, then the Akaso will be really good for vlogging. Action capabilities. Try to attach the Akaso to my drone and see if we can fly it. Get a little bit of action footage that way. Okay, that did not work. Tried twice, failed twice. Next, this camera can record in 1080p at 30 frames per second, 4K supposedly, but it's just 15 frames per second, 2.5K at 25 frames per second, and 720p at 60 frames per second. Now you can't really use the 4K because it's 15 frames per second, so that doesn't make much sense, but you could use 2.5K. However, today we're just going to be using the 1080p. I like these small action cams for vlogging because you can hide them in your pocket. No one really knows what you're doing with that little small camera. It's not as conspicuous as even a smartphone, especially a DSLR. And we're not getting fancy because today we're not messing with a fancy camera, so we're just drinking Natty Light. I love this stuff, and it's cheap. My thoughts on the Akaso is that it's a decent camera for the price. For $50, it's kind of hard to beat. It's not really up to GoPro quality, or is it? We'll do the comparison with the GoPro Hero 4 Black later on this year. But overall, it's not a bad camera. It's not a bad buy. For $50, you can't go wrong. It does have a time-lapse sequence, which I didn't review in this video. If you're looking for a small budget action cam, the Akaso would be a great choice, so don't overlook it just because it's cheap. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Brew out.